Listen to me. If you have a business and that is your only source of income, you do not have a business. You have a problem that may not appear to be a problem yet. But if that's your only source of income, then you don't have a business. You're giving yourself a job and you are literally one market change, fluctuation, AI event away from being in a world of trouble. So let's dive into it today. As you guys know, my name is Jamil Frazier. I'm the founder of Think Life is Different, where we take extraordinary people and even ordinary people and we move them into a state of financial excellence. And I know, how do I know? Because I've spent the last decade training, mentoring, coaching, consulting hundreds, thousands of entrepreneurs, and I've helped them build extremely impressive businesses. I've helped them put thousands of dollars into their pocket, and I've also watched them absolutely squander it. So I do feel like, I am the man to really talk about this. And as I said to all of our people over here on Instagram and you guys over on Facebook, today, just from today, we have made no less than $23,539. I'm going to show all of you guys over here on Instagram. You see this? $23,539. And that has not come from any of my businesses. That has come from my investments. So here's one of the big challenges that we face right now. Most entrepreneurs aren't building wealth, they're building a trap and they won't see it until it's too late. So if you can't step away from your business for a year and keep your same lifestyle, you're not financially free, you're financially fragile. And the riskiest thing you can do is rely on your business to fund your entire life. See, I had a call with an amazing woman. um, she and her husband run a software business, and they have over the last since COVID, their business has absolutely blown up. Now, before that, they lived a comfortable kind of like middle class life, and they have five kids, and so they were, they weren't balling and they weren't struggling, but they were doing what most like a lot of people do, right? Like they were living that whole paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. Since COVID happened, the market shifted and they got lucky because the market shifted in their business's direction. The market shifted away from a lot of people's businesses direction, and so they were really hurt. In their case, the market shifted into their direction, and because so many people were now working from home, able to work from home, a lot of people that were in medical buildings were now actually able to work from home. They have built a software that really helped physicians in ICD-9 codes. And so this software all of a sudden went from something that wasn't in high demand to now it's in very high demand. The challenge is their business revenues really went from maybe 20, $30,000 a month now up to over $200,000 a month. And so they are living a very comfortable life, and they decided to do what most people do when they earn a lot of money now is they increase their lifestyle. So they bought a $3 million property, they bought some horses, they bought some land. They gifted a whole bunch of money, and they're spending a lot of the money out of the business for their own personal resources. The challenge is when I got on a call with them and I said, "Well, what other streams of income do you have outside of your business?" Guess what they said? They said, "We don't have anything." And I said, "You don't have any real estate that's giving you any that's a revenue income stream?" "We don't have any real estate." I said, "You don't have any retirement accounts?" "No, we don't." Do you have any insurances?" "No." "Do you have any other businesses that you're getting distributions from?" "No, we don't." "Are you invested in stocks into the market at all?" No, we're not. So what do you have outside of this business in this expensive ass property you just bought? Well, we have we don't have anything. You guys, this is a recipe for disaster. This is say it with me. This is a recipe for disaster. So let me just show you. I just want to show you really fast, especially for all of you people over here on YouTube. I'm not how the hell do I share my screen over here? Let me see here. Uh Share screen. Okay. So let me just show you something really fast for you guys over here on YouTube. And if you're not watching from YouTube, let me encourage you, go to my YouTube channel, subscribe. I go live probably 2, 3 times a week. And so I want you to see this. Okay. So YouTube, you guys can see this. This is just one of many investing accounts that I have. And so for all of you guys over on Instagram and Facebook, you may not be able to see this, but what I'm showing is I am showing essentially one of our accounts. And in this particular account, you can see that just from today that we have made. Now, this is just from today, right? This isn't like in the last week or the last year or the last month or anything like that. This is just from today. What's up, you guys over on Facebook? It's good to see you guys. This is just from today. So today, in one of my brokerage accounts, we made $10,983. Not bad. Now, I didn't do anything for this money. I did not work for this. Um, in another account, I made $6,366. In another account, $5,178. In another account, I made just over $1,000. So with these four accounts combined, I made $23,539. Not not bad for doing nothing. This is what you want. Listen, if you have a business, we have to be smart. Somebody just say that to me. See, when I show my shirt and I say write this down, that's because I'm really trying to tell you to write this down. We have to be smart. Somebody say smart. You want to build your business. You want to invest in cash flowing assets, and you want to build, you want to buy, and you want to grow. You want to build a business, build a career. You want to buy a whole bunch of things that's going to make you money so that you can grow a portfolio. You want to build your business, or you want to build up your skills in a job that you have so that you can go buy a whole bunch of stuff, so that if this business or this job goes away, you're not dependent on that income, right? If this business or this job goes away, you're not dependent on the income. Let's just see what this account has brought in the last 12 months. Okay. Let's just see. And let me press go over here. Where is it? How come it's not going? In the last 12 months, so we got why the heck is that this thing changing? So what did I say? I said we want to build, we want to buy, and we want to grow. Okay? I want to build, I want to buy, and I want to grow. What the heck is wrong with this thing now? This thing is tripping. So in the last 12 months, oh, it's going to make me sign in again. That's why. I bet you that in the last 12 months, this account's made me over $200,000. I haven't even looked at it in a minute, but I bet you. And why has it done that? Let's just see. So we talked about today. Let's look at the last 12 months. Okay, so in the last 12 months is $215,000. So I'm about to show you guys over on YouTube. Let me just show you really fast. Okay, so over on YouTube, you can see that basically in the last 12 months, $215,000, $215,045. Why does that happen? It's because you take the money from building your business or building up your skills to be a valuable employee. You don't let that high income. So those of you guys that are making $8,000 a month, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, like this couple that I talked to who now bought the $3 million property, they are literally they are paying themselves about $100,000 a month, and yet they're spending about $125,000. Why? Because they have allowed themselves to get into a trap. What they should be doing is this. They should, if they have the ability to pay themselves a higher wage, whether it's 8,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. I don't know what your situation is, but if you have the ability to pay yourself that, why are you spending all that money? Why are you increasing your lifestyle so damn much? Why are you doing that? Who do you have to floss for? What insecurities are you trying to um um I won't even say cover up, but what little insecure child or what happened to where a large majority of that should be going into something. In on YouTube, I'm showing you guys why in the last 12 months has have I been able to make over $200,000 in this one account for doing nothing. It's because in 2018, I wasn't spending all my money. In 2019, I wasn't spending all my money. In 2020, 21, 22, I wasn't spending all my money. I kept my living conditions low, and we still had fun though. My family still traveled, we still went out. Like my wife was supported. We still did things, but I kept my living low. And I was building, and I took that money and I started buying what? Buying a lot of companies, buying a lot of stocks, buying a lot of real estate, looking for businesses to invest in. A lot of you guys know we just invested into a project in Africa, and I put it out there on my social media. Shout out to my Instagram page. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram at the real Jamil Frazier. But I just put something out there for all of you guys. Let me just see over here, and I'm gonna show all of you guys on Instagram. But so we just invested in a project in Africa, and I explained why I invested into this project. Let me just show you guys on Instagram. So you guys over here on Instagram, let me know if you can see this. What's up, y'all? I see some friends on here. Let me see if you can see this. So you see it says, I just bought a property in Africa and why you should consider it. And then I say, why did I buy this? Number one, the appreciation. Africa real estate markets are outpacing global averages in appreciation. Early investors are seeing double digit returns. You guys, so if you have the ability to invest $1,000 and you're able to get another like 2,000 back, doesn't that make sense? Like, wouldn't you rather have that than to spend that thousand on a freaking barbecue or like a four wheeler or something? Wouldn't you rather? Come on, man. And so, number 2, the cash flow off of this one deal, the likelihood that projected income off of this investment should be over $47,000 a year at a 21% return. So you mean to tell me if I just take a little bit of my money I invested into a property in Africa and I can get cash flow 47,000? Why is this important? Because what if my business tanks? What if the market turns? What if I get fired, right? What if I don't get any speaking gigs? What if nobody wants to what if our clients dry up? right? What if all of my partners get hit by a bus and unfortunately die? Like, you don't know what's going to happen. So why is this important? Because if those crazy things do happen, I have to have some other streams of income that can help me and my family and my 4 kids and all my employees and the people that I'm responsible for. I can't just like fade away and be so stressed out, have high anxiety, get divorced, right? And start looking outside of my marriage for other like, I can't do all these things because now money is strapped, right? So I have to have different vehicles that's bringing me in cash flow, and if I'm so myopic in my thinking that my business is just gonna keep producing for me, I hope that it does, I hope it does for you too, but we can't be that naive either and not be building other streams of income because it's a trap. It's a trap. I've seen it happen way too many times. So, fastest growing economy, number 3, number 4, affordable beachfront property for over 200 for still under 200,000. You guys know when people was talking about Dubai back in the 90s, like what you could have bought in Dubai in 1995, bro, you can't for 200,000, you can't even get for 3 million now, right? So like you want to be early. You want to use that money, tourism growth, so all the stuff. So I'm just trying to show you guys over on Instagram, like this is what you want to, this is what you want to do. Okay. So that high income is a trap because most entrepreneurs are not building wealth. They're building a trap and they won't see it until it's too late. So this is what you want to do. Okay. First and foremost, what you want to do is you want to book a call with my team. And I'm putting already on YouTube, there's a link in the description so that my team can help you. We got you. Okay. And I'm dropping a link right here in Facebook, and I'll drop a link over here as well in Instagram. So you guys can go on and book a call with my team. Practically, here's what you want to do. You want to follow what I call the 70-10-10-10 rule. Now, it can be even more aggressive than that. 70-10-10-10 is a rule with your money that I think every single person can do. Let me just say this again. I really do believe every single person can do. I just did a podcast with my daughter. Go to my YouTube channel and you'll see how my 10-year-old, how I trained her and taught her how to separate her money with the 70-10-10-10 rule and how to start investing into real estate. She's only 10 years old. Okay. But the questions that I asked her were questions that adults face too. So even though you're an adult, you'll learn a lot from that episode. So all it says is this: if you get $100, then right away you need to put $10 away into savings, another $10 into an investment, another $10 into giving, charity, or tithing. Okay, we're going to give that away. So out of that $100, you spend 70 on your living, on having fun, on going out, on groceries, on your car, on your mortgage, on your rent, all that stuff. Only 70%. Now listen, most of you guys, you're living too damn well right now. What I mean by that is most economists would say even for like for your house, whether you own it or you rent it should only be maybe 27 to 30% of your income. So if you're making, let's just say, $1,000 a month, then your freaking mortgage or rent should only be like 250, $300, right? And I'm trying to use numbers that that you understand that like that you can that aren't too crazy. For example, you know, my last mortgage was damn near $11,000 a month. Okay. So it's like $10,500. But believe it or not, that was still only 30% less than 30% of my income. So if you're making, let's just say $10,000 a month, then your mortgage, like, or your rent and like all the housing stuff should only be about $3,000 a month. The problem is a lot of you guys are you're living too well, right? You might be making $10,000 a month, but your freaking mortgage or everything gets like $5,000. It's too much. It's too much. You're never going to be able to operate in the 70-10-10-10 rule with something like that, right? It's not going to happen. So you want to keep all of your living expenses, entertainment, travel, all that stuff in that 70%. And you want to build up your savings in case something crazy happens. You have something to fall back on. You want to not get into debt because you cannot have the discipline to live within that 70%. Okay. Now, if you are severely in debt, which I almost guarantee you are, especially if you make a lot of money, I almost guarantee that you are, then please click that link, book a call with my team. Let us help you. So we don't want to be in a ton of debt, but we do want to find vehicles to invest in, whether that's real estate, whether that's the stock market, whether that's businesses, whether that's insurance, whether that's all of the above, whether it's commodities, whether it's gold, whether it's oil, whether it's silver, whether it's gas, whether it's whatever. One of these accounts that I just showed you, you didn't know it, but it's something called structured notes. So I lend a lot of money to banks and I have them pay me. Believe it or not, banks will pay you to use your money. Okay. And it's not like a high yield savings account. It's not a bond. It's called a structured note. So you can invest in that. I invest in a lot of things because the worst money is lazy money. Okay. So like you just have to now take a portion of that income and now start to have that money work for you. Now, if you can live off of only 40 or 50% of your income and you can start investing 30% of your income, then holy cow, now you just sped up time. You have just sped up time like crazy. You have absolutely sped up time. And then you want to take that last 10% and you want to give that away. Okay. So you want to have that rule with your money. Now, I want to I want to build my business or build my skills to become a better employee. I want to constantly be buying stuff, whether I'm buying stocks, whether I'm buying businesses, whether I'm buying real estate, whether I'm buying structured notes. I got to accumulate as much as possible. Every single month, you should be getting richer. Every single month, you should be getting wealthier because you keep buying stuff that's going to go up in value and that can kick off cash to you. Okay. Listen to me. If you go through, I wish that you were here in front of me. If you go another damn month without investing into something that's going to make you wealthier, I'm going to pull my hair out. I'm going to pull my hair out. We have to be smarter than this, okay? Especially if you're a high income earner. I mean, come on, man. So I want to be building. I want to be buying stuff to make me more wealthy, and I want to be growing portfolios, real estate portfolios, stock portfolios, business portfolios, so on and so forth. So that's what we want to do. All right, I'm out of here. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your key takeaways. Let me know if this was helpful. If it brought you value at all, then subscribe to the channel, share this message with other people that need to hear it. But here's what I know: if your business is the only source of income you have, you don't own a business, you own a job with a fancy title. And the riskiest thing that you can do, trust me, please, I've seen it happen with so many people who are making $500,000 a year, $1 million a year plus. The riskiest thing that you can do is just rely on your business to fund your entire life. Your business has got to be the engine for your wealth, but not the prison for your time freedom. And that's what we see all the time. So I'm out. Let me know. If this was helpful, go and subscribe, go on and share this, let other people know, and we will see you on the next one.